Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Yes, very good evening. So, let me start the session.
Good evening,
Okay,
madam.
so is very good evening, very good evening. Is the presentation visible? Like I couldn't. Okay. Yeah, now
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
madam. Yes.
visible, right? Okay, okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So let's start the session. Yeah, so today is our last session, no, on business analytics. Uh, you remember the first session was about the introduction part, and it was about like what was business analytics and why it is like done in the organizations, and we saw the types and like how and all business analytics could be done. It could be done either on one particular process or one particular activity or function, or it could be done on on every process like in the organization. So why it is done? First, the company like it has to analyze if there is no any need for analytics. If it is a startup company, if it is a new company, so they don't have to go with the analytics part, because no, that they are just new, they don't have to go with it. But a company which has like already established a company, and they are like into multiple processes, or they are planning to expand their business, and obviously they have to go with analytics part. And we also saw the types of analysis, like how and all it can be done. There are many ways to do analytics. There are softwares available, and analytics can be done by experts as well. And likewise, we saw the types of analytics, and then how analytics will be done in in a particular process. For example, take manufacturing process, how the analytics will be done. Or if it is a HR process, how the analytics will be done. Or if it is a marketing process or a function or activity, like how analytics will be done. So we were seeing about that, we were discussing about. So now we will see what exactly happens after the analysis part, during the analysis and after the analysis part. Okay, let's start. So it is everything is done for operational excellence. That is, the organization, the business plans to move to the next phase, move to the other phase, the next phase, which is some advantageous phase. So it has to do some analytics so that it can identify the gaps, it can identify the opportunities and possibilities, and they can work on it. So it plays a very crucial role in achieving operational excellence. So operational excellence is all about the day-to-day operations happening. It's not about something strategic, or it's not about something like managerial. Though analytics can help you with these two factors, especially like it completely focuses on the operational excellence. That is focusing on the day-to-day operations. Now, there for any organization there will be many day-to-day operations, right? So for example, in manufacturing company, manufacturing is a day-to-day operation. Related to that core operation, there are many other functions as well, right? For example, procurement is a function, storage is a function. So once manufacturing is done, you have to move those components to a different location. So like transportation, that is also a function, right? So distribution is a function. So these are the related functions to the core function of manufacturing. Likewise, in each and every department, there will be a core function happening, and there will be sub-functions. So to manage all these core functions and its related sub-functions, you're doing analysis. You're doing analysis on whatever factor your organization would like to do. So it plays a crucial role in achieving operational excellence by providing organizations with valuable insights that enable informed decision making and continuous improvement. So first thing is informed decision making. So with the analytics part, you can know like make any future decisions because you have the past data available, all the transactions, all the communications are being analyzed, and based on that result, you're making decision. And then for continuous improvement. So while like going on with analysis, so you identify where and all the gaps like which has not been like filled up by the process, or like you're analyzing like there is an opportunity which hasn't been utilized, or there is some resource which hasn't been utilized as of now. So you're identifying that and making use of it. Those, that is a continuous improvement, and these resources could be materials, or these resources could be the assets or the components of the organization, and these resources could be the workforce, that is the manpower, or these resources could be the skill set of the manpower. Even the skill set, no, it shouldn't be wasted. So skill set of the manpower is also analyzed, and no, it is utilized for the organizational improvement. So a data and analytics strategy serves as a foundation for operational excellence by ensuring that data-driven business initiatives are aligned with business goals, operational processes that impact goals are understood, and the impact of the strategy is measurable through business metrics. So imagine like the organization is dealing with multiple processes. It has more than 100 and 150 employees, various departments, multiple departments, and the organization is in multiple locations. So how will you manage the data? You need something, no, you need some tool to help you with the analytics, right? If you want to know like get something which has already been happened, which has already happened in the past. You need some tool, no, to help you with like collect the data and do all the analytics part. So there comes the analytics tools. So everything is about the software. Whatever like whenever we speak about business analytics tool, it's all about the software, different type of softwares which does the analytics part. Okay, so how it helps the organization? First is all about data driven decision making. So we know what is data. Data is a collection of information, the raw information which the organization gets, and through communication, to various communication channels, like through documents, to telephone conversations, the emails, the WhatsApp messages, or like text messages or verbal communication, whatsoever. So every information which has happened in the organization, related to the process, related to the workforce, related to the material, or related to the product or service, whatever it is. So every information is collected, and it is transferred into the system, transferred to the tool or the software. So that information becomes data. Once it has been fed into the system, information becomes data. And this data, based on this data, analysis part is done by the software, and it gives you the result. So based on those results, you can go with the mid decision making process. That's why it's called data driven decision making. So it allows organizations to make decisions based on data rather than intuition. So usually, companies, conventional companies follow the method of expert opinion, or market opinion or intuition. So there will be experts in the market or industry or within the organization. So who gives their opinion on what will happen in the future? Since it could be the near future or a long term future. So if the company is focusing on the near future, that is within 3 to 6 months, the company is trying to capture a market by selling their product and maximizing their profit. So this is the nearby future, and this is a nearby expectation. So they have to forecast on the nearby future, that is between 3 to 6 months. In case if the company is planning to increase one or more departments, or hire more employees, or include one more product, or extend their product line or product diversification. So that would take no like minimum 6 months to two years. Okay, so that is the midterm decision making. That is the midterm objective. Okay, because it takes minimum 6 months to 2 years. It comes the strategic decision making, which is a long term decision making. Long-term decision making includes merging with another company or acquiring no like smaller companies and opening up no like new locations no in other cities or other no like parts of the world, going globally, no like establishing internationally and signing MOUs no with government agencies whatsoever. No, these and all are long-term decision making. That is a strategic decision making. So any type of decision making, no, based on the past data, the analytics, no, it helps you to go with. By analyzing historical and real-time data, businesses can identify patterns, trends, and key performance indicators. What are the patterns? Usually no like when you see the demand pattern, it has no like two three types. It has no like there are two three types. The first one is the cyclical pattern. You might have heard about it. We have no like studied marketing. Cyclical pattern, cyclical pattern is something no which repeats again and again at short intervals. A demand which repeats again and again at short intervals. For example, every weekend there will be high sales in restaurants, in retail showrooms, in cinema theaters, right? Usually it happens. So it happens every week. So this is a cyclicity of the demand. So there is a demand which happens very frequently at shorter intervals, and the demand pattern is almost the same. There is no much difference at all. So this is called cyclicity pattern of demand. Then comes the seasonal pattern. Seasonal pattern is something no, which happens every season. So every Christmas, no, like the sales will be high, or every Diwali the sales will be high, or every Ramzan the sales will be high, or for every New Year, no particular product sales will be high. So this is a seasonal pattern. So this also repeats, no, like every time, but the interval is long. It's not the shorter interval like cyclical pattern. The interval time, the time taken is no little bit long, but it's not like again the same as likewise, no, like cyclical pattern. The demand repeats. Okay, so there may be fluctuations, but only to a smaller extent, not no like not too much. Then comes the trend pattern. So trend is something no which is not foreseen, not forecasted, not expected. No one knows no like how that trend arises. No one knows no like suddenly no like what trend will no like will happen in the market or in the industry. The trend could happen no like from any point of time in the history, anytime. And this trend, when it happens, no, all the uh, demands, no, which happens in a cyclical pattern or seasonal pattern, no, that stops. And trend will be happening in the current period. So, for example, an actor may be, no, like wearing, like a famous actor may be wearing, no, like say a trendy T-shirt or no, like a trendy trousers. So that becomes a trend. So everyone, no, like starts buying because everyone, no, like want to know like buy and use it, know, and they want to see how they look in that attire. Okay, so that is a trend. And suddenly, no, like there will be a trend in no like bicycle, I mean cycles or bicycles or no cars. So that is a trend. Okay, something new, which is no like not expected at all. So when a trend comes, the remaining cyclical and seasonal demand, no, so that will not be no like happen. So these are the three patterns, no demand patterns you can no, normally see in the market, in the industry. So cyclical pattern and seasonal pattern and the trend. So you can know with the business analytics tools, you can easily identify the patterns. That is, whatever has happened in the past or whatever is happening right now, just now. Okay. So whatever is happening, you can easily identify the cyclical pattern and seasonal pattern and the trend and the key performance indicators that drive operational excellence. Then the analysis part helps with performance monitoring. So you can know like understand how your vendor has performed as of now. Vendor means the supplier of the components for your organization. Okay, so how they have performed? Have they been no like supplying the required components as per the demand of your organization, or they supplying it no like frequently as per your demand, or they supplying no like at the right quantity, at the right quality as per your organization's demand? And how is their communication, how is their customer service with your organization? And about the price negotiation, how what was the price fixed in the last season and the season before? So everything no like you can easily monitor. So performance monitoring of no all the stakeholders of the organization, or all the operations and functions processes in the organization, you can easily know like monitor. Even know like about your workforce performance, you can easily monitor. So analytics tools help monitor and measure the performance of various operational process, and this includes tracking key metrics such as efficiency, productivity, quality, enabling organizations to identify areas for improvement and optimize their operations. And then is the predictive analysis. Now, with the help of AI, the business analytics tools, that the softwares, no, they can predict the previous models, the old models of business analytics tools. It didn't have AI integration. It didn't have that any, no, any AI or whatever, no, like the blockchain integration. It didn't have. But now AI is integrated in no like almost every software, no like almost every application, or almost every no like tool. So predictive analysis, yeah, it can be done through business analytics model, or the software which integrates with AI. So by leveraging predictive analysis, organizations can anticipate future trends, demand patterns, and potential issues. And this foresight enables proactive decision making. So what is a proactive decision making? That is not like making decisions no in advance, so that no you're avoiding any future risk, reducing the impact of disruptions, and allowing for more effective resource allocation. So how does this AI help in predictive analysis? What and all it could predict? It can predict weather, okay, and it can predict the what do you say no an economical situation no like which is going to happen in the future. It can predict actually, because based on the past historical events, it can predict the future. So when it gives you an insight, no, so for example, it says the cost of a particular component is going to rise in the future. Okay, going to rise in the future. So that is the prediction it has given to you. And that component, no, it's very vital for your organization, because that helps in the core production. So what you will be doing, what your organization will be doing. So they procure more when the price is low, or when the price is medium, because AI has predicted that particular components, the raw materials price is going to increase in the nearby future. So it has given an insight to you, it has given a forecast to you, and based on that forecast, you're taking decision right now that you have to procure more and store more for future use. So this is how no AI helps you. Or it may say no the political situation, or an economic situation of a particular state, or no particular country whatsoever. No, like it will not be so good. So if you're no like into export, no, to that particular planning to export to the country or the nearby country, you can be little cautious. Okay, so this kind of information, no, it can predict and give it to you. Or for example, if you're in a transportation company, your company is a transportation company, transportation providers, and AI predicts, no, like in another, no, like maybe in the upcoming season, no, the rainy season or whatsoever, no, the rains are going to be very high. There would be no like heavy thunderstorms, because AI collects the information from all over the internet. It is not just no like merely assuming something, merely predicting something. So AI assumes, predicts something because it collects the facts from all over the internet. Okay, it collects all the facts, and based on those data, the facts, it no predicts something and gives you the result. So it predicts no like in maybe no in another 3 months, or in the upcoming rainy season, the rains are going to be very high or whatsoever. So you can plan your transportation accordingly. Okay, so this is how no AI integrated business analytics tools helps in predictive analytics. The older models of business analytics tools, it didn't have it can't do, it didn't do the predictive analysis. Okay, because the forecast, no, it couldn't be done. The only no forecast based on the past sales and no past happenings, no. So only based on that the forecasting was done by the software. But when AI was integrated, it could know not approximately but accurately give you the results. Then comes the process optimization. As we all know, it identifies all the gaps, bottlenecks, inefficiencies, and areas of waste in complete operational process. And organizations can then streamline the workflows, eliminate the redundancies, and that is redundancies, no, the errors, and optimize resource allocation to enhance overall efficiency. So this is the patterns, no, like it gives you. So wherever you see the redundancy, easily you can identify it and you can clear that redundancy. That is clear the error or bottleneck. And the timelines it can clearly show you. Real time monitoring it can show you. Real time monitoring is possible only if give a proper update to the software. See, for example, in a manufacturing unit, uh, see, almost on a daily basis, imagine, no, almost on a daily basis, 100 components, no, it's supplied by the suppliers or the vendors. 100 components, 100 units of raw material supplied by the suppliers. So you have to track each and every raw material by utilizing STU strategy or whatever it is, stock keeping unit strategy or whatever it is, you have to track it. So only when you update that information to the system, it can give you a real-time monitoring. For example, you can attach barcode on each and every component. So 100 barcodes are attached on all the 100 components, raw materials. Now we are scanning the barcode. So every time you scan the barcode on every component, the information gets automatically stored in the real-time system. So it calculates that 100 units of a particular component has reached the warehouse or reached the manufacturing unit. Now we are storing it and you have to give information on where it has been stored. That is the zone, the name of the zone, north zone, south zone in a manufacturing unit or whatsoever, the rack number, the shelf number, everything. You have to give the accurate data, no, information, no, to the system. So it tracks the no like the product or the process or the machinery or a workforce or a no like a machine whatsoever. It tracks it in real time. It shows you exactly where the product is right now, exactly where the component is right now. But the only thing, no, we as human we have to do is no like feed the information like immediately once the process has been done. And suggestion from deviation factor. It can know that AI integration, it can even suggest you know the deviation factor and how to overcome it. So supply chain management, all know like all the process within the supply chain can be easily done through the analytics part because it helps the organizations optimize their supply chain by providing insights into inventory levels, demand forecasting, and supplier performance. See, again, here also real-time monitoring is very important. You have to every time know like wherever the component is moving, you have to know like keep on scanning it. So what happens every time the movement happens, the when you scan it, the real-time information gets stored in the system. So immediately once the component is out of the premise, is out of the manufacturing unit, so it has been no what do you say, kept on the delivery vehicle, transported on to the distributed to the delivery vehicle. Again, no, it has to be scanned so that the system records, the software records that this particular component or this particular SKU has no left the manufacturing unit. So anytime no, you don't have to no search for the product. So you switch on the system, no, like check for the particular SKU. The system says, the software says the product is out for delivery. So that's how no the supply chain process is easily like managed. This ensures a more responsive and cost-effective supply chain, reducing lead times and enhancing overall operational performance. Then it helps with customer insights. Every feedback the customer gives, every information communication no the customer gives, so that would be feeded in the system. So based on the customer insights, customer feedback, you can do a no like analytics part with the help of the software, and you can understand the customer behavior. For example, a customer may be no uh, purchasing a particular product on second week of every month. So it can easily predict, no, like this customer, particular customer or a group of customers, they'll be purchasing a particular product or a group of products, no, maybe, no, most probably by second week of every month. This is a predictive, no, like analysis it gives. So based on that, no, you can easily serve the customers. And not only that, it can no send customized messages to your customers based on their demographic characteristics. It can send customized messages, and that too with the help of AI. So, understanding customer behavior through analytics allows organizations to tailor products and services to meet the customer needs. And this customer centric approach not only improves satisfaction but also helps in optimizing operational processes to deliver better value. It tracks the customer life cycle in the sense it starts when the customer starts searching for a product online. So as soon as the customer starts looking for a particular product or a particular brand, it tracks the customer's life cycle. Okay, so that what happens, what we usually do as consumers or customers, first we will know decide that we have to know like have buy a particular product. Then we start know like searching about it, know about the features, about the latest information, and which is the best brand, what is the price of the product, where do we buy the product, how it can help us, what is the shelf life, warranty, guarantee, and what are the special features. Everything we check, right? We check in online, or sometimes we check into a shop, no retail shop or somewhere, to know more about the product. So from that time onwards, the customer life cycle starts. So then we know when we are in the brink of buying it, we search more, we know like search more for the product, because no we are eager to buy it, we are ready to buy for the price, no whatever the whatever the company has no fixed. So we will be in the pipeline, we are the pipeline customers. Then comes the buying process. So we buy the product, we use the product, then we give the feedback about the product. Or in case if we have no like any doubt or need more clarification, we try to seek the help of the customer service. So the whole no like process from the start no till now, everything will be no like stored in the tool. I mean this software, because so no like manpower only. The manpower has to be no like utilized no for feeding this information. And if the organization is using technology to track the life cycle of a customer, that is technology in the sense the searching for a product and what do you say, selecting a product, buying a product, giving a feedback, everything happens online. It is very easy for the organization to track the customer life cycle, very easy, because everything is done online, and all the data gets automatically stored in the analytics tool. And based on that thing, it can now give the feedback to the organization about our purchase history. It can give the feedbacks. So based on our purchase history or our feedback to the organization, it can give more customer insights to the organization. So this customer centric approach not only improves satisfaction but also helps in optimizing operational processes to deliver better value. Then resource allocation, it can now easily track the resources. As I said, AI integrated business analytics tool, it searches all over the internet to get you the most accurate information. So it assists in optimizing resource allocation, including workforce management, equipment utilization, and capital investment. So this ensures that resources are deployed efficiently to meet demand while minimizing the cost. Then everything helps for continuous improvement in the organization. It facilitates a culture of continuous improvement by providing real-time feedback on operational performance. And organizations, they can use this feedback to implement changes, to test the hypothesis, and to iterate on processes to achieve ongoing operational excellence. So hope no, like I'm clear about the advantages of using a business analytics software or tool in any organization, and it depends on the organization. See, like if it is a very small organization with minimum employees and the process is not so complex, it's a very simple process, and they deal with just one product, and their market size is no like not. Not so no like big. In those cases, they don't have to use business analytics tool because it's a very small organization, and these business analytics tools are very costly. It will cost in lakhs, so it's not easy for any organization no to implement no to install this software. It's not easy because no these softwares and AI integrated softwares no it's cost in lakhs. So for any startup organizations, or for no like an organizations with employees no like less than 10 or 20, and minimum business operations, and no like one or two departments, they don't have to have this software. They can just go with no like other analytics tool, like they can go with this what do you say, forecasting analytics tool and all. They have quantitative qualitative tools and all. They can just go with it, or they can no ask any industry experts, or they can collect feedback from their customers about their demands for the upcoming season, or they can collect those feedbacks from their business channels like retailers or no wholesalers. So they have various other sources, no, to collect the information, convert it into no like data, and no like go for no the forecasting part. But if the organization is no like multi-diverse organization, like their processes are more, they're no like they have more departments and employees are more, and they are no like operating in multiple locations, and they have diversified products, then yes, of course, business analytics tool is required for smooth operations and for no like data driven decision making. Yeah, hope I'm clear. Yes, so I don't think any doubts. Yes, okay. Yeah, finally, it helps in risk management as well, because now you're analyzing, forecasting the risk much before. Yeah, you're forecasting the risk, so you're mitigating the risk. Like mitigating the risk is no, you since you have analyzed, forecasted a risk which is going to happen in future, you're taking necessary actions right now to avoid the risk which is going to happen in the future. Okay, mitigating the risk. By analyzing historical data and potential risk factors, organizations can develop strategies to mitigate risk and ensure a more resilient and robust operational environment, okay, dynamic environment. And finally, benchmark. So, you know what is benchmarking? So, you compare your organization with the top performing organization in the industry or in the market, and see what are the KPIs, like they have, so that no, they are in the top position. And you're trying to implement the same KPIs in your organization, so you can also become a better, no, the number one company in the industry. So that those things are called benchmarking. So comparing the performance against industry benchmarks and best practices allows organizations to identify areas where they can improve. And business analytic tools, it helps provides the necessary insights to align operational practices with industry standards. So let's discuss a small case study. I want every one of you to participate. Uh, you can give your suggestions on this, okay? So it's a hospital, say a multi-speciality hospital. So the customers, like when trying to get the customer feedback, the hospital employee, I mean the staff, they came to know that the PRO department, like they had lot of customer complaints. So what are the customer complaints? They complained on long waiting time. They have to wait for a long time to get the consultation or get the test done. Then there is a negligence of staff, and poor quality of service and environment, and the stained linen, no, the screen cloths, the bed sheets, everything, no. No, those are no like stained. It was not no like neat and clean, or no, it was not dry wash. It was no like stained ones. And there's a low employee morale. No one is committed in the organization. No one no like uh, take take their work no like seriously. And there is a limited space for parking. So these are the customer complaints. Okay, the PRO department gets. And the PRO department conducts an investigation, and their findings were late coming by the staff. Okay, so many staff, no, many employees were no, like they were not on time inside the hospital premise, and late comings, and they took very long breaks. The break timing, no, the tea break or coffee break would be for 10 to 15 minutes, but they took very long time, and the lunch break would be for 20 to 30 minutes, but they took very long time. And the dress code was not maintained, like such like no, like coat has to be weared by the lab technicians and everyone, the persons, I mean, the staff who are working in X-ray physiotherapy department, were not wearing coats, they were not using gloves, and they were not using mask or no. Then their grooming is no like it's not up to the mark. It was not professional, and there were no like many staffs were using unsterilized and cleaned equipments. These equipments, no, like still it was in use in the hospital premise, which is not no like a safer one. And like medical equipments, the cots, the bed cots, the stretchers, the trolleys, everything, no, it was no either rusted or it was no like broke somewhere, or not, and it was no like not sterilized, or it was not cleaned. So these were the findings. Okay, so since they have no findings in hand, the PRO department started a RCA, root cause analysis. Okay, and the reasons they found out, no, for the employee late coming, taking long breaks and all, no, it's a salary issue because the hospital was not paying the salary or the wages on time. Okay, and there was no like many breakages in the salary. It was not paid full. So no, like these were the reasons. And the shift issues. Since it is a hospital, the hospital has to function 24 hours a day, right? And there were shift issues. I mean, no, many of them were avoiding the night shift or late evening shifts, and who were no like working on night shift. The next day they were absent. So such kind of shift issues were there. And then regarding the equipments and other components no used in the hospital premises, they found out no, that no like the vendors no who supplied these components or the equipments, no the performance was not good. Vendor performance was not good. There was no timely supply, there was no quality supply, and quantity was also no it was not so good. And no everything no like that were they were having a poor vendors, I mean very poor vendor performance. Yeah, it was happening. So this is the root cause no for all these problems. Now, with the help of business analytics tools, what could be done to know solve all these issues? So can any two of you can share your ideas, especially when if you are working in any healthcare departments or healthcare industry? It will be easy for you to know give your ideas. Yes. So quickly for another 5 to 10 minutes, we will know discuss about this case study. Then we have no one or two things to discuss as well. We will move on. Yes, please. Yeah. What is your suggestion? Now you know what is a customer complaint, and you have the findings with you, the results are with you, and you have done an analysis part as well with the software. No, like yes and not. Yeah, whatever with the software, and the reasons has been no, like it has been found. So what will you do if you are working in a PRO department of a hospital? So what would you do? How can you increase the efficiency with the help of the analytics tool? Yes. I appreciate no like you sending chat messages, but it will be more good if you can no like unmute and speak. Okay, Aish has sent a chat message like pay the salary on time, install biometrics for punctuality. That's a very good point. And provide employee training. Again, very good point. Yes. Paying the salary on time. No, like yeah, that is also good, but It depends on the food count on the hospital, right? Only if no, like more patients come in, hospital gets profit, right? So only with that money they can make the payment. But no, the patients are complaining about this poor quality and maintenance. So you have to increase the food count. So you have to know, like the patients has to know, like get a confidence that if they visit this hospital, no, like they will be getting a best treatment. Their disease will be treated. Okay, so they will be empathically, no, like handled. So they should have that confidence, right? So what could be done for that? Yeah, that is fine. Installing biometrics for punctuality and providing employee training. Very good. Management has to be improved. How? Hari Krishnan has replied, management has to be improved. So can you explain how?
Equipment will be certified, so the minimum certification will be done.
Okay, equipment will be certified.
The vendor
Okay,
quality. So we have to approaching the vendor. We will ensure that meeting our criterias. So will we be get a good result for that for vendor quality.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So insist to your vendors that no to provide the components on time. It should be of good quality, and whichever quantity the hospital has no like asked for, they should provide the same quantity on time delivery without any delay and quality. Yes, of course, yes. And in case if there is any bottleneck from their side, immediately it has to be informed to the hospital administration department management. Yes, so that is a very good yeah point. Then okay, so okay, because of that people are not wearing gloves, coats or ppes. Okay, fine. Yeah, that training has to be provided, right? Though that is what no like actually Aish has said. So proper training has to be given. Yes. And anything else, anything else from your side?
Staff allocation plan.
Sorry.
Staff allocation plan.
Location.
Allocation.
Oh, allocation. Okay, okay. Proper allocation plan. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, letting the employees, the staff know what is their role, what is their responsibility, what are their limitations about their duties. Okay, everything. Yeah, right. Staff's allocation. Okay. Okay, Jitin has replied making duty roster with proper planning. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's also right. Okay, so let's discuss in detail. So what initiatives has to be done? Because since the tool has no given these reasons with the help of no like the staff's feedback, because after finding the no the after you have the list of findings, you're getting the feedback. No, you have collected feedback from your patients, the customers, that is patients, but now you have to collect the feedback from the employees, staffs. So after collecting, you have found out the root causes, the salary issue, shift issue, and poor vendor quality and performance. You have fed it into the system. Now the system has given you the result. Now, how to go with it? Yeah, one more. Training has to be conducted. Was its reply? Training has to be conducted on a weekly or monthly basis for the issues. Okay, okay, like for the feedback. And avoid last minute purchase of materials. Obviously, it may affect the quality. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, let's discuss what measures can be taken. First, performance monitoring. Okay, so that is the first concept no we discussed. So check-in, check-out time, no, used with the usage of biometrics, you can no go with it, and standardize the break time. Strictly instruct the staffs that as per the shift. So this is the break time. They shouldn't take more break times. And strict dress code has to be followed. And sterilization at every point at intervals should be done. And every time the sterilization is done, it should be immediately updated in the system, the CRM. And on-time salary disbursement can be done through no the integration of no the software with the bank or whatsoever. And the welfare and training programs for staff at regular intervals can be conducted, and that too no the system can no assist you with that. The business analytics tool can assist you with what kind of training program you have to conduct, how frequently you have to conduct. Okay, they can even give you the content. And salary deduction memo warning should be issued through the to the staff who know frequently like they come late or no being absent very frequently. So no performance monitoring can be done through the software, because once no you when you're using biometrics, or obviously no it is feeded into the system, right? The check-in time, check-out time. So the system automatically calculates no the salary deductions or whatsoever, and he can easily analyze how many times, no, how frequently a particular staff has no come late or no frequently absent. And based on that findings, you can no warn the staff or give memo or no like deduct salary. Or no, you can no like send that person no like from the work. Yeah. Then comes the predictive analysis. So check the food count on weekdays. You have this, like this sensor thing, no? You can see, like many hospitals and no railway stations and all. That's the sensor. So no, like connect the sensor to the no the system to the software. So it will count the food count. That is how many patients have no like are visiting the hospital on weekdays and weekends and no during free campaigns conducted by the hospital. So based on that past data, it can no forecast the future food count as well, and making available of resources accordingly. That is, if the food count is more, if the system has predicted for the upcoming free campaign or upcoming no weekend the consultations, the food count is going to be no like at least say 200 to 250. Accordingly, the hospital staff, that is the PRO department, can no make available of the resources, that is extra staff for volunteers, and no like providing extra parking space, waiting area, and more consultants. You know like using more doctors for no consultants on that particular day or for that particular time. Then is the process optimization. So clear off the waste. That is no like wherever no the waste is accumulated, the used clothes or used linen or used cotton, whatever. There are many medical wastes, right? So whatever medical waste is no like found inside the hospital premises, no like immediately no like it can be cleaned, and unused equipments can be no moved off, so that there is a free movement for no like people and no like other equipments. So this can be done, no, like with the use of CCTV, cameras. The CCTVs can be connected to the nearest systems, which is having, which is installed with the software. And if the software detects some kind of, like some waste accumulation in any of the locations, it can give a beep sound, or it can, like immediately trigger something, like like smoke sensors, it can trigger something, so that, immediately the staff, checks for that waste in that particular location, and no immediately clear off the waste. This could be done, and streamline the process. That is the check-in process, and then the no like customer, once the patient checks in, immediately the registrations has to be done, and once the registration is done, the patient has to be sent to the consultation department or the room or to the floor, and after seeing the doctor, the analysis no is done, and test. If the doctor prescribes any test to be taken, the patient has to go to the lab or no the X-ray department, wherever the test has to be done. And after some time, the results will be given. And based on the result, the doctor conducts an analysis. And based on that, the next appointment would be, the doctor would be fixing the next appointment with the for the patient. And once that is done, the doctor prescribes any medicines no which has to be no taken by the patient, and the patient goes to the pharmacy, collects the medicine, and finally checks out. This is the process, right? This is the usual process no done in the hospital. Now, with the help of the software, everything can be digitized. There is no need for no any physical documentation. There is no need for physical prescription also. If at all the patient asks for a physical prescription, a printout of a prescription, the pharmacy people can give it. Otherwise, no, everything can be digitized. All no like digitized documents can happen. So once the patient has checked in, the registration counter in the system, all the patient details can be like entered or updated, and that registration details, everything about the patient, it automatically is sent to the particular consultant, particular no like the concerned physician or the doctor. So the doctor checks the medical history of the patient and does an analysis, and immediately the doctor updates that in the system, and like sends the patient to the lab or for X-ray, for any test or purpose. And that information, whatever the doctor has feeded, so that information goes to the lab or to the X-ray department or whatsoever. And like they check what test has to be done on the patient, so immediately they do it and they give the result over to the system. Okay, so in the system they feed the result analysis, and based on that result, again the doctor sees the whatever the result has come, and based on that, he or she, the doctor, suggests the medicines which has to be taken by the patient, and sends that information, to the pharmacy. The system in the pharmacy receives it, and the pharmacist checks the list of the drugs or the medicines which the patient has to take, and gives out, I mean, sells those medicines to the patient. So after collecting the medicines, the patient checks out. So see, this process can be easily done, through the software. And this software, it tracks the patient, like the whole process of the patient. When that patient has checked in and when the patient has checked out, what are all the departments or what are all the doctors, the patient has consulted? What was the result, like the blood test result or the X-rays result or the scanning report, whatever, like. So it tracks everything about the patient, and it know like when the doctor feeds in when is the next appointment. Based on that, the system can send a message, a message alert to the patient a week before, or no 2 or 3 days before that, you are going to know like have a appointment. Don't miss your appointment with doctor XXX, like at this hospital. So it's very easy, right? It makes the work very simpler, and it streamlines the process. And waiting those this makes sure the waiting time is not more than 5 to 10 minutes in any department. Okay, whether it's for consulting the doctor or in the X-ray department or in the pharmacy, the patient doesn't have to wait for a long time. But the hospital has to make sure there are enough number of staff. So increase the staff for doctors during the peak times. Then comes the supply chain. Okay, sorry. So, digitized, everything is digitized, avoiding the physical documentation, right from registration, prescription, bills, test reports, appointments, everything, can be digitized. And documents are shared through CRM at every point, check-in, registration, consultant, analysis, pharmacy, checkout. Everything can be digitized. Then customer insights. So customer feedback through WhatsApp can be bought. There is no need for any physical feedback. Okay, the customer doesn't have to take a pen or a no like pencil or no to write something. All they can know like give us a WhatsApp feedback. It's very easy. And like when the feedback is bought, sought through the social media platforms or any digital platforms, it's very easy to to maintain, collect those feedbacks and analyze it. Because if you take a physical document, physical feedback, someone has to like type that feedback into the system. So it consumes more like lot of time and energy. You can like avoid it by asking the customer to send a WhatsApp feedback or a email feedback or whatever, whichever is feasible for the patient that you can ask. And doctor consultation through video conferencing can be made. The patient doesn't have to like come over to the hospital premises unless and otherwise it is an emergency. So intimation of next appointments through phone, WhatsApp, text message can be done. So this tool, the software tool, it like does everything. And finally, the resource allocation. So optimizing every space, staff and equipments, and regular service and repair, replacement of damaged items, and extend parking facility. It can know the hospital can utilize any adjacent space or no. They can nowadays hospitals or no like which is located in a place where they cannot provide enough parking. No, now they are coming up with the concept of terrace parking. Okay, so this can be used. So in this way, uh, yeah, the continuous growth can be made possible, not only for the hospital, for any organization. So clear? So any doubts here? No. Okay. So we will move on. So what happens? Continuous improvement, and because real-time feedback to the staff is given, to the vendors, to the doctors, it's given, and constructive feedback should be given. It shouldn't be like a destructive one. because no, you're training, you're going to train the staff and train all your vendors, no, how to know make the process even better. Okay, so only if they are not adhering to it, only if they are strongly resisting it, you can give a destructive feedback, or you can stop collaborating with them, or otherwise make sure you're giving a constructive feedback. So training on handling how to handle the equipments, no, with an empathetical approach, no, by using the software, so how things can be maintained. You can give a training on that, and providing enough resources and time to adapt and adjust. That is very important because everything cannot happen overnight. So you have to give enough resources and enough time for your staff to adapt and adjust to the new change which is being implemented. So risk management. So emergency drill and safety protocols, no, can be followed, at frequent intervals, so that in case of no actual emergency, the staff knows how to vacate the premise, how to make the patients also vacate the premise. So frequent checks on safety equipments can be done, and that too the software can help you with. If you give the information that this is the last time the particular component got serviced, it can give you the next date which is to be serviced, and it gives you the intimation about that, safety equipments like fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, water dispensers, x-ray scanning machines, power backup machines, AC systems, life support systems, or the powers or the lights. So frequent check, frequent repairs should be done, and there should be enough exit points provided, okay, so that no, in case of any emergency or uncertainty, the patients and the staff can easily exit from the premise. And no, SOPs has to be strictly followed, all the guidelines has to be strictly followed in case of risk or uncertain events. So benchmarking, how you can know benchmark the can provide state of the art facilities and services and maintain quality in all aspects as per the NABH standard. NABH is National Accreditation Board for Hospitals. Okay, so it comes under Indian Medical Association. So according to their standards, quality can be maintained, and renewal of affiliations. No, so that intimation also the software can give you. When is the next affiliation or when is the next renewal? It can intimate you. And regular inspections at the internal and external level can be done. So what are the results? Now, competitive advantage. You can rely on that hospital, and the quality service will be provided, and the streamlined operations will continue, avoiding any confusions, and each and every staff and doctor will have the responsibility and high moral to work in a such a wonderful environment. Clear? Okay. So let's see in few organizations, which have successfully integrated this analytics in their business processes, and they have found a tremendous success. Amazon is a prime example. So it uses predictive analytics to forecast customer demand, optimize inventory level, recommend products to users based on browsing and purchasing history, and additionally, their supply chain and logistic operations, they heavily rely on analytics to streamline process and ensure timely deliveries. So then Google, it has integrated analytics into various aspects of its business. Example, search engine algorithms, advertising platforms, and user experience design. So it has no widely used web analytics service, provides valuable insights to website owners and helping them understand user behavior to optimize the content and to enhance online performance. Next we have is Walmart, and see the processes are different. See, Amazon is different. Amazon is a different retail industry. Google is a software industry, and Walmart is again an offline retail. This is online retail. Amazon, Walmart is an offline retail. Offline retail. Walmart uses analytics extensively for supply chain optimization and inventory management. Real Giant, that is the Walmart, it employs data analytics to forecast the demand, track inventory levels in real time, and optimize the replenishment of goods, that is the refilling of goods. So this approach, it has helped Walmart minimize the stockouts, reduce excess inventory, and enhance overall operational efficiency. Next comes the airline company, Delta Airlines. So it uses predictive analysis to enhance its maintenance operations. It employs advanced analytics to predict when aircraft components are likely to fail. This is very important and very crucial for aircraft companies, right? So allowing for proactive maintenance and minimizing the impact of unexpected issues. And this predictive maintenance approach, it contributes to increased aircraft reliability and reduced operational disruptions. And finally, Procter and Gamble. So this is a manufacturing industry, a manufacturing company. So it employs analytics in various aspects of its business, from supply chain management to marketing, and it uses data analytics to optimize its product distribution, ensuring products are available where and when consumer demand them. So in marketing, P&G leverages analytics. It like maximum utilizes analytics to target specific customer segments and measure the effectiveness of advertising campaigns. And finally, Uber. So its entire business model is built on data analytics only. So this company uses real-time analytics to optimize the ride pricing, match the drivers with passengers efficiently, and predict demand patterns. Uber's analytics-driven approach enables it to adapt to changing market conditions and enhance the overall user experience. So yes, we are done with business analytics. I'll be here for another 2 minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Ma'am, can you go to the benchmark page? I just have some notes to complete. Is this the one you were asking? No, not this. The main header, the previous one. Okay, benchmark page. This one? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, yes. Oh, you want to take notes? Yes, a quick one. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so any other questions?
No, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, madam. Very thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I'm done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. So I'll see you in another session, guys. Thank you so much for participating. Have a great weekend.